Dillian the Body Snatcher right here. It's a champ. Big up to Sporting Icon. Subscribe. Otherwise, I might pay you guys a visit.
Okay, so I suppose the question is who's going to win between Anthony Joshua and Dillian Whyte? Now, if I put out a poll as to who you think is going to win, I imagine most people will say Anthony Joshua, right? If I put out a poll and say who do you want to win, I think most people will probably say Anthony Joshua. A, because they love Anthony Joshua, but B, because they want to see Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder. If Dillian Whyte beats Anthony Joshua, then you're not going to see that fight, okay? So these will probably be the dynamics of a lot of people's mindsets. But who's actually going to win this fight? Who is actually the favourite as far as the bookies are concerned with this particular fight? Now, I've never placed a bet in my life, but again, I would imagine it's probably Anthony Joshua. He's a two-time unified world heavyweight champion and whatever else. So he's probably the bookie's favourite. Now, is Anthony Joshua overlooking Dillian Whyte? Is this a cherry pick? You could say so. And what happens with a lot of cherry picks lately? They have the tables turned on them. They do. We've seen it quite a few times, right? Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury being one of them. Okay? Anthony Joshua against Andy Ruiz Jr. We've seen that one too. So it happens. Now, obviously, let's state the facts first, okay? The obvious. Heavyweight boxing, one punch can and does change everything. Dillian Whyte is very, very confident of beating Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua is very, very confident of beating Dillian Whyte. And the reason why we know Anthony Joshua is so confident, because of that big law of a Saudi Arabian earning 60, 70, 80 million, whatever it's going to be against Deontay Wilder, he's risking that by fighting Dillian Whyte. When he could just sit there and just wait for the Saudi date. He could. So that's how we know he's very, very confident. Now, Dillian Whyte, he's always wanted that rematch with Anthony Joshua. He wants revenge on him. And he feels that Anthony Joshua has always been and still is susceptible to that left hook. He said it quite a few times. And for me, I feel that the winner of this fight will be the one who lands the big punch first. Both of these have knockout power. And if you're ever going to see an Anthony Joshua aggressive, looking for the knockout, it's going to be this fight. Those who criticise Dillian Whyte's performance against Tyson Fury, even though Tyson Fury was on his bike the entire fight, okay, criticise. But if you're ever going to see Dillian Whyte aggressive again, like he used to be, with the pure maximum violence, it's going to be this one. Them two want to take each other's head off. They want to end each other's career. That's what they want to do. So it has that very intriguing dynamic of who's going to win this one. There's a lot on the line here. For both fellas, potentially their career. Because where does a loser go? Now, for me, there's still plenty of fights out there I'd like to see both of these guys take. Win, lose, or draw, there's plenty of them. But as far as where Dillian Whyte's at, as far as where Anthony Joshua's at, do they want to rebuild? Can they take another loss? Now, hopefully they can, but there's a very real chance that they can't. Especially if one of them gets knocked out, which is what I think is going to happen in this fight. One of these two fellas is going to get knocked out. It's not going to be a case of it's going to go to points. Someone's going to get knocked out in this fight. One of them's going to gas, one of them's going to get overconfident, one of them's just going to walk onto a shot. That's what's going to happen in this fight. You can pretty much guarantee it. You really can. Now, a lot of people say Anthony Joshua's shot, he's finished and whatever else. I don't really know what it is that you're looking at. I mean, the fact is that he's changed his style. Because for a long time, he was going forward, knocking people out. People are saying he's got very little defence. That's going to catch up with him. Well, now he's got defence on his side. People are saying that he can't punch anymore and whatever else. He's gun shy or however, because he lost to Usyk. Whoopie-doo. With Dillian Whyte. Well, Dillian Whyte has only ever lost to former and future and current world champions, has he not? Future world champion at the time would have been Anthony Joshua. Former world champion, Alexander Povetkin. Current world champion, Tyson Fury. And of course, he got revenge over Alexander Povetkin. Will he now get revenge on Anthony Joshua? So therefore, the only one person that he hasn't beaten yet would be Tyson Fury out of everyone that he's faced. So there's a lot on the line in this one. There's a lot at risk. There's a lot to talk about. And of course, we'll break it down a little bit more thoroughly as the fight goes ahead, or gets closer, I should say, even though it ain't too far away itself, is it? It was only 5 weeks away or something. Press conference Monday, by the way. So, anyway, who do you think is going to win this fight between Anthony Joshua and Dillian Whyte? Now, if you're a massive Tyson Fury fan, you're probably going to want Dillian Whyte to win, because what will happen is they'll go use the whole triangle theory thing of, well, if Anthony Joshua defeats, if Dillian Whyte defeats Anthony Joshua, then that shows that Anthony Joshua had no chance against Tyson Fury because Tyson Fury beat Dillian Whyte. That's kind of how they're going to be. So, and listen, you can't teach stupid. It is what it is, okay? Triangle theories don't always work. But anyway, we'll have to wait and see who's going to win this fight. Are you going to watch it? Are you willingly going to pay for it? Are you going to buy a ticket for it? We're hearing that the tickets, the pre-sale, have sold out already. Anyway, let's see. Drop your thoughts below. Click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you all in the next video.